Imagine all of this packed into this. The new G16. Stunning views. Advanced gaming performance. Top the leaderboard. Stay effortlessly cool. G16 gaming laptop. Imagine all of this packed into this. The new G16. Stunning views. Advanced gaming performance. Top the leaderboard. Stay effortlessly cool. G16 gaming laptop. G16. Stunning views. Advanced gaming performance. Top the leaderboard. Stay effortlessly cool. G16 gaming laptop.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alienware and Nvidia presents Alienware Gaming Saturday, which is hosted by Esports Club. Well, today's day, of course, is going to be super exciting. Alongside me, which is also Aiden, is going to be Baba Gasta. Baba Gasta, man, there has been a lot of time, there has been a lot of wait, and we all are waiting for just one action to be unfolded, right? That is Valorant. How are you
Yeah,
feeling about it?
Valorant. Yeah. I'm actually feeling good. Yeah, especially
Mhm.
it's a 2v2 team deathmatch, of course.
That's
Currently,
right.
we were about to start things off at 2 in the afternoon, but yeah, we finally got the matches, folks. You don't have to worry about that. We've also got our schedules in, even our prize pool, which is of course 40,000 rupees worth of Amazon gift vouchers. Those have been,
Mhm.
split up into two halves. The first half being the Valorant 2v2 with the 25k prize pool. First place receiving 15,000, second place with 10,000 rupees worth of Amazon gift vouchers. The rest of it, 15,000 rupees, will be made in MK1 1v1 fights, which is currently happening right now at your nearby Dell exclusive stores. We always conduct tournaments like this every Saturdays. Huge kudos for Alienware and Dell for sponsoring and conducting these events every Saturdays. So yeah,
That's right.
I'm really excited to see what matches do we get to expect here on especially the schedules of the matches we're going to have right here.
Oh, that's true. Schedule looks jam packed already. Q. Well, we have, of course, seen one of those games where we all have been awaiting for the 2v2s coming forward. Names look very good. Teams, I believe that they're already stacked up. They're ready to go ahead and fight each other and get that prize pool worth of Amazon vouchers. So it's all in all a really good opportunity for teams to even go ahead and showcase their individual prowls. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about the schedule. I can look how teams have named themselves as well. Punjabi Warriors, especially, the name looks very royal, and that's what we're gonna look at.
Yep. Without any further delays, let's just jump into our matchup for today. Valorant Team 2v2. It's up against Team Zombies versus Punjabi Warriors. It's really interesting to see even the agent composition as well. I mean, ISO is always the most main agents picked on a
Oh, what?
2v2 team. That match first, the first kill's been picked out. Punjabi Warriors will start things off by securing their first kill and a second from both the arenas.
Wow, lovely. Not Smurf. I believe he's hitting some kind of a technical snag here, but all the other end, the receiving end, was beautiful. We could see that early initiation itself, like you mentioned, ISO. Well, 1v1, of course, that agent is impeccable. Same thing goes with Neon as well. The amount of ways she can go ahead and slide across and just go ahead and hit you where it hurts the most. Well, those kind of scenarios are going to be replicated again and again. But here's the question, right, Baba Gasta? Bringing in all of those agents who are so hot headed, who only think about programming themselves to killing someone else. What do you think? If a support comes into the picture, will it be helpful?
Absolutely not. I mean, just straight up, because it's a team two. It's a 2v2 team deathmatch. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
thought you
I'm
were going to
I'm
be
gonna be
cooking some
very brutal
strategy.
about it. Like, here's the thing: in a 2v2 team deathmatch, the
Mhm.
only thing that matters the most is making sure you keep up the lead, right? So even if you
Mhm.
try to use support, sure, support can definitely help if it's a 5v5. If it's a 2v2, the only thing that you
Hmm.
can provide support is by going up against trades. So if one person gets taken out, you can either go up with trades or just create
Right.
important line of sights where you can close the gap, find info, and get those important kills. That's the only support that you can do as of now in a team 2v2 team
Hmm.
deathmatch. And the only protection that you could have in an ability is obviously the shields. And what agent has a shield? None other than ISO. I mean, ISO has a shield. He also has the kill contract. He could, engage in a 1v1 fight just with his
Mhm.
abilities. The only difference in in a 2v2 team deathmatch is how much of a control you have on the map. If you have control on mid, then
Okay.
that means you have recovery orbs, alt orbs. If you have control in towards stairs, then that means you have access of phantoms and judge, especially on the third stage, because in third stage you only have access to bulldogs and guardians. So economy, doesn't appear here. There's no economy. It's just straight up 2v2. Main focus will be in towards gunfights. So it really depends on the player's comfortability, whether if they would rather prefer on the default weapons that's been given that's been given,
Okay.
or you can just upgrade yourself near the spawns. You can have like a marshal or an op near spawn, or you can get yourself a vandal upgrade immediately on stage 3. But I believe we did get some confirmation from our broadcaster side, and we're going to resume the match immediately with stage 1 being in play.
Whew. That's some kind of an information you have been keeping upon Baba Gusta. But now it's time to unfold all of that. Stinger in hand, not Smurf. Does he know that the player is just waiting for him? No, I believe it's again glitched out. He's walking past like he's Neo from the Matrix. Yep, he's walking
Yep.
past every single corner. Wait a second. Untethered.
Untethered.
Is that the case?
Or maybe I'm just confused. Or maybe not Smurf is actually confused. Not quite sure, but yeah, I believe once again we will be heading back to our casters camps as of now. I believe the players from the side are having are currently facing some technical issues, but hopefully this should be resolved as soon as possible. But yeah,
Yep.
as I'm going to come back and talk about the entire research that I have made in Alienware Gaming Saturdays, I have been making research about it for an entire 2 or 3 months of AWGS, all
Wow.
the way. I mean, to be honest, like most of the competitions that I've seen through, especially on Delhi, Chandigarh, Mumbai, Bangalore, every
Hmm.
single state, or should I say every single city, has its own different types of play styles.
Okay.
Most of them, yes, I've seen some certain situations where I've seen one have
Baba
jet and
Gusta, before
arena.
before you continue, just give me a
Hmm.
second, guys. Alienware Gaming Saturdays. This is gonna be a podcast. Alongside me is gonna be Baba Gusta. Baba Gusta, please go ahead and take the charge and tell us what kind of players have you seen till now. Let's just get comfortable, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, why not? I mean, since we still have to wait for the players to join in. This
Mhm.
just, I mean, this just ended up becoming a podcast itself, right? Once
Yeah,
again,
it's
huge
lovely,
shout.
man.
Yeah, I mean, it's lovely. Once again, huge shout out for Alienware, huge shout out for Dell for sponsoring this event, and also make sure to check
Definitely.
out their products. Dell Alienware M16R2 link is in the description down below. Make sure to check out their products as well. And also, if you want to
Yep.
know about the future tournaments that's happening, make sure to check out the Esports Club, both on socials, Instagram as well as on YouTube. And you also have its own specific website as well. Once again, link all of the links down in the description below. So yeah, we're just going to start things off with a podcast immediately about the amount of experience
Yeah.
that I've had in the entire AWGS. First things first, like I said, every single city has its own different types of play styles. Most of them are aggressive, most of them play
Hmm.
defensive, and most of them would just go strategically. Like I said,
Okay.
positioning wise, recovery orbs, alt orbs, weapon upgrades, those are like the main points of interest where the players will go and challenge themselves. And every time when they get
Hmm.
picked out, they get respawn. I mean, they die, they respawn, they come back from spawn. Immediately, the opposition side has the information of players' whereabouts. The only difference is how long you can get control of mid, because every time you get a kill you get to recover your HP back all the way up to 100,
Okay.
except for high armors. When it comes to recovery, it doesn't recover your entire armor, light or heavy. It's just a simple
Hmm.
base health which will be increased all the way up to 100. So there is still a chance where you can still one shot players with a simple sheriff
Okay.
shot or a bulldog shot. So
Hmm.
the whole game of 2v2 team deathmatch is control. It's basically like you're playing two sides, A side or B sides, and you're just constantly either trying to gain control or lose control. That's basic. That's pretty much the game. So you don't get to see controllers a lot. You don't get to see sentinels a lot. Maybe we might see chamber or like once or twice, but not a lot.
Okay.
But when it comes to meta wise, I'd say ISO is like a must have, because obviously he has a shield, right? He can tank a damage, he can tank
True.
an op
True. True.
shot, and he can
Hmm.
forcibly convert into a 1v1 fight where it's
Hmm.
advantageous to both of them. I mean, it basically converts into a 50-50.
Well, has been proven lethal as well, time in, time out. And yeah, there are like other things as well. For example, you mentioned about teams who have chosen the strategic way. So, in
Hmm.
strategy wise, whenever they go thinking that, mid is one of the places that they want to take control, but how successful have they been on the scale of 1 to 10, Babagas? So, what would you rate that?
Um, I would say on a success rate, I would go around like 60 to 70. I would say around 65%. It really depends
6.5.
on, yeah, it's basically, yeah, 65% out of 100. I'd say 65.
Okay. Okay.
Mainly because there are a total of four stages, right? Not every
Hmm. Hmm.
players will be comfortable using Ghost, Classics, or any other types of weapons.
Okay.
Once again, I believe
Hmm.
we might have to wait for our podcast and resume back our tournament because things are under control, and so is the matchup between Team Zombies versus Punjabi Warriors, with a total of 10 kills in total, ending stage 1. Stage 2 is opened up, which means Stingers and Sheriffs galore.
Well, but still, there's one weapon which is shining, prevailing victorious against all the enemies. But now it's all about those waves. But Reina, what a shot, man! Crystal clear. Glimpse just got the glimpse of death. Not Smurf yet again facing some technical issues, difficulties, shots fired, but at the end he's gonna be out in the open, and he's the only one who's facing that. His teammate Reina is not.
Hmm. At this point, I believe we're just looking at a mannequin challenge at this point. The one who moves first is basically the one who gets a kill.
Oh, English or Spanish?
I mean, I wouldn't say. Look, I'm not talking about the 2023 version of a trend. I was talking about the age-old trend of 2018, which was
Oh,
the original mannequin challenge.
mannequin challenge. Yes, the one which
Yes.
runs with one song, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Basically,
damn.
you
I
only get
miss
to
those
hear like
days.
certain 3 to 4 chimes. Next thing you know, the entire house
Hmm.
is like playing statue.
Na, ta, na, 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 na. Na, na, na.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's that
kid you
song
not, I
itself,
actually
yes.
did that. I actually did that with
Uh-huh.
some of my friends back then. I was the one recording, and the
Okay.
other guys were just they were just frozen in time. Next thing you know, we had to order food. So the delivery guy came in. He looked at all of us. Everyone was on froze. Even the delivery guy who was ordering the food, he was also in a frozen state. I was like, you know what?
Wow.
Let me get his point of view as well. And it was
POV as
like,
well.
yeah, I mean, it's really fun when some random guy decides to join in on the fun. It just brings it on a very different level.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, I myself have never done all of these trends. I don't know why. I love to keep myself away from the entire herd. So yeah, by all
I
means,
used to do
hypocrite,
that
call it
back
whatever
then,
you want. Uh-huh.
like
But what
back in like
changed? What changed then?
adulthood. Obviously, with great power comes great responsibility. Of course, it does
Friendly
happen.
neighborhood Baba Gasta, guys.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Once the part about high school and once you start
Hmm.
focusing more on your degrees, you'd start having more fun. But once degree comes to an end, and
Yeah.
once adulthood comes knocking in on your door and says pizza time, what are you gonna do?
I'm just going to be taking that pizza and running away, saying that, you know what, I'm going for masters. Bye bye.
Yeah. I mean, well, who's going to pay the money for the pizza then?
Uh,
Adulthood,
I
responsibilities.
all right, Baba Gasta. We all get your point, yeah? Adulthood
Yeah.
and responsibilities, two key features that have slammed shut multiple doors for multiple people. But not
Yeah.
Smurf 69. Even though his name is amazing, those digits looks crystal clear. He's
Hmm.
facing the wrath of the entire server, man.
Yep. But he's currently, like I said, he's standing still. So we just have to wait for the confirmation on both the sides and make sure that everything is, we can just continue back the match as intended. So currently, as you can see, even the timer has been stopped up at 8 minutes. So yeah, I believe it
Mhm.
was from the side of Punjabi Warriors who were having a bit of an issue with the basically with the keyboard and mouse, not with the hardware folks. The teams are basically
Yeah,
trying to
hardware
change
is
the
sublime,
settings.
man.
Yeah, hardware is. I'm pretty sure it's not a hardware issue. It's basically just they're just trying to tweak out some settings, especially in game and
Hmm.
also on Windows, because you really need to change those, right? Especially
Of
on mouse, where
course.
you have a total of 3,200 DPS. Who knows? Maybe in the future we might have 1 lakh DPS, where
Oh
just with
my
the
lord.
with just a single swipe of a mouse ends up going from India to Bangladesh in just 1 second.
I thought you were going to cover up the entire world, but okay. 1 lakh DPI. Man, I'm a 400 DPI fan. I do not for once want to see 1 lakh coming into picture. If it does, I don't know who's going to go ahead and play those settings because they don't need a mouse pad. They just need a thread. And on that thread, they can go ahead and traverse the entire world.
Mm-hmm. They definitely can. But here's the thing: when it comes to DPI, why stop at 400? Why stop at 3,200 when we can go above
Uh,
and beyond?
uh,
That's
for starters,
Mhm.
control,
Yeah, obviously. I mean, you do
control over
have
the weapon,
players.
recoil.
Here's the thing: you do have players that goes all the way up to 1,800 DPI, right? I believe.
Yes, that I know. Hmm.
I believe most of the op players have one of the most ridiculous, high-powered, DPIs, mainly because of the way how they flick with their mouse, right? Like if you try to flick with an op, having a DPI of around 400 to 800, you just have to like wing it. Like your entire shoulder would be dislocated if you try to, flick from A to B side.
That's a lot of ask. That's actually a lot of ask. But I believe it's about time to continue with the podcast as
Mm-hmm.
these people are getting their entire systems being tweaked, their mouse being tweaked, and whatnot. We need to get back to our podcast. So, which topic were we in, Baba Gasta?
I mean, we talked about the entire meta for deathmatch. We talked about the agents. We talked about mannequin challenge. We were talking about life, and now we are back here, frozen in time.
All right. It seems like some sweet voice I've just heard saying that game is already starting. So let's just go ahead and resume. Action begins. 7-12 scoreline. And not Smurf. He is still not able to hit his shots.
Well, finally, with the match being resumed, we are definitely starting things off. And as I recall properly, on stage one, it was Team Punjabi Warriors who had secured the pistol round. And on stage two, looks like they are almost losing their streak. And Team Zombies are making the best use of Stingers by securing quite a lot of kills and almost around 3 to 4 kills to put themselves back to the equalizer.
Good start already coming in. Not Smurf. Finally, I can see him hit that banger of a shot to the head, but the next follow up was not that good. Shadow still going ahead, continuing the wrath of the Marshal in his hand. Reina on the other end, shots fired, but it's only one which could land, and the other one is a perfect retaliation. 18-14, Punjabi Warriors. They're still having that lead onto themselves.
Yep. Even with the shield, it's looks like a difficult situation for not Smurf to have a bit of problems in that gunfight. But if we take a look into Reina's perspective, the Phantom is definitely working out. Like I said, upgrades to a Phantom, especially on stage 3, is definitely a favorable conditions. But if you're going up against a Guardian, which definitely owns on long range, you definitely have to be careful when it comes to range wise. So yeah, 18-22, Punjab in the lead.
Kind of like the mid control, even though it's there in the likes of Zoomies, it's not working. Zoomies, I don't know. They're pretty confused with the name, and so am I. But let's just call them Zoom. How about that?
Yeah.
Wow, Reina! My oh my, what a time to wake up! Gets two right on spot, and now he's just waiting for more.
Yep. Just one single flank, and next thing you know, 2 kills back to back, and with a huge 5-kill lead, make that 6-kill lead for Team Punjabi Warriors. And with the final stage being in play, Phantoms and Vandals are opened up. So is the AWP that is currently present near spawn. All they have to do is just secure it and make kills in long range. An attempt of a hip fire, second missed. Shadow comes in, sprays and prays, secures the kill. 23 kills for Zombie. Say that they are currently zoomed in on the situation.
Ooh, lovely. Love to see what he just did there.
It's you and me.
Ah, the kill contract comes through. Shadow has already been taken down, remanded, but he's gonna be the one securing that kill contract. Reina, quick on his feet, gets the second one as well. Good swing and a half. And now the tables have turned. It's only 4-point lead. Make that 3. Reina tucked in the corner. This can be very crucial, but he was just not slacking, hitting the snooze button. Now it's all about those 2-pointers.
Yep. And looks like the heavy retaliation will come in from Team Punjabi Warriors. Even if they do lost the current position of the situation, they still have a pretty good lead. Currently, Glimpse, using the power of the high ground, will secure some important frags that could help them push a little bit forward. Especially with the AWP in hand, in the hands of Glimpse, he just needs to secure 1 or 2 kills. Who will get the AWP kills? Will it be the Reina or will it be Glimpse? Shot towards Not Smurfs' body. 31 kills, 4 more for Team Zombies to once again put themselves on the equalizer. And in fact, this is actually looking good because most of the time it would always end up on one-sided, like 40 or a 10 huge lead. But if they hold things up, this would really look good though. Flank's been watched up, so is mid, and looks like Team Zoobies, they have control over almost half of the plays.
Half the plays, terrain in hand. Glimpse. The operator is finding a lot of value. The third kill is coming through as well. Now it's all about that number advantage that they can create. Fire it, fumbles, it tumbles down. 3-pointer of a lead yet again. Make that 4. This was an impossible task which Glimpse just went ahead and he was like, let me just take it on me. But then it's not going to last for a longer time.
Basically, from the side of Team Zombies, they definitely did had a glimpse of Reina's plays from the other side. So did the opposite side of Reina. I mean, at this point, it's just an entire 1v1 fight up that's currently been happening between both the sides from Zombies and Punjabi Warriors. So Reina versus Reina, most of the kills were working out pretty well. Unfortunately, we are back once again towards the caster scam. Yeah, there's quite a lot of problems happening from the other end, but hopefully we'll be able to resume back the match as soon as possible.
We are hoping for that itself, right, Baba? We have to go ahead and enjoy the entire game as well. The 2v2, it is giving a lot of value to the essential parts where we could see those frags coming through and the inching close as well. Zombies, they are trying their level best, even though the situations or the entire scenario was going against them. They somehow managed to turn the table around and be like, let me just go ahead and take the control, get that operator in charge. And yes, it was Glimpse getting all of those shots. But yeah, it did not run for a longer time. I believe 2 more minutes on the board, and soon we're going to look into that action as well. But can we get back to our podcast, though? We're having a
I
lot of fun there.
mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, why not? Since match number 2 from especially AWGS, we've once again we've seen a lots of ups and downs. That's for sure. Especially for
Right.
like the 4 stages of what we expect on a team 2v2 deathmatch. It's basically a test of how well have you mastered all weapons on Valorant,
That's right.
which even includes the classic, the ghost, the stingers, the sheriffs, bulldogs, guardians, and of course, last but not least, vandals and phantoms. So the more you have a proper understanding towards positioning, movement, at what time you need to stop and shoot, and what types of peaks that you need to learn, be it if it's a jiggle peak, long peak, or a wide peak.
Ferrari peak.
Yeah, Ferrari
Oh,
peak, Bugatti peak. I mean, aggressive. I kid you not, aggressive every time when he casts a match of Valorant, he always end up saying a Bugatti peak. Because I believe aggressive's favorite car is the Bugatti, I believe. So maybe he just goes
oh
along with it.
boy. I mean, yeah, most of them have their own lingos. So aggressive, yes. Congratulations on that Bugatti peak. But yeah, the Ferrari sounds much better. We all know how the F1 world functions as well. And we have seen day in, day out how Ferrari has been dominating multiple times. So those kind of situations were there as well. And same goes with Red Bull as well. But we all know how the engines are made by whom and how and whatnot. If you guys are a F1 fan, I believe you will understand what I'm trying to say. Anywho, yeah, Babaga. So there's another point, right? We are bringing a lot of value and essence to this entire podcast, where Alienware and Nvidia have presented this golden opportunity, Alienware Gaming Saturdays. So questions after questions are aligning in my head, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna just keep unleading them on you. So. Here's the thing, right? Don't you think 2v2 forces you to pick those weapons as well, which are not at all your favorite?
I mean, when it comes to a 5v5 competitive matchup, any weapon can help you secure those kills. But wait a minute, wait a minute.
Nani?
Right, once again with the peak, can we see a huge knife kill?
Oh my
Almost a
god.
possibility, but he chose to go in with the trigger discipline and ends up securing those two kills back to back. But that does not mean that zombies are currently out of this game. They still have it. They still have three more kills left to ensure that they would put themselves back to the equalizer. So 40-40, there is still a chance, but in a span of 2 minutes and 26 seconds, they have to figure out a way to bring it back. And yeah, once again, we are going back to the camps. No, I think we are heading back immediately to the game. So let's just go back to the game, folks. Let's just go back to the game and continue the carnage that is happening. We almost missed the POV of Not Smurf heading in for that knife kill. But right now, Punjabi Warriors, they are still in the lead, and all they have to do is just make sure to handle the lead all the way up to 2 minutes.
2 minutes. It's a huge ask, man. People say it's a very short lived time, but nope, whenever it comes to a 2v2, it's the longest time there is. Reina still going ahead, trying to make things very spicy. Not Smurf, good flank angle, glimpse. He's the only one who's retaliating on a such good pace. 6 pointer of a difference, and nobody is opting out that operator. Nobody wants that at all from the likes of Punjabi Warriors, and that's good. Well, on the other end, it is going to be Glimpse, who loves to go ahead and get that operator and get those value out of it. It's a one shot, one kill weapon, so might as well go ahead and get it. I believe he's going to get it as well. Yep, eyes on the prize. Oh
Eyes
my
on the
god.
prize. All right. I mean, on the bright side, they will at least secure the kill, but they're 7 kills off. 48 kills for Team Punjabi Warriors. And for Zombies, they are losing grasp of this situation. Let's not forget that this is a best of one. The winner of this matchup will proceed to the next phase, going up against a fight with the other team, which will happen. I mean, we still have quite a lot of teams registered for Alienware Gaming Saturdays. So yeah, 51
Enthusiasm.
kills. Team Punjabi Warriors currently in the lead with a total of 51 kills. Op shots, not Smurf. Won't be able to connect one. Can he connect the
Oh,
second? No, he does not. Glimpse will be able to secure a headshot, and the second one to take out Shadow falls back to safety. And in a span of 20 seconds, you could say the Team Punjabi Warriors have secured their first matchup.
oh boy. Glimpse, he had to check his flank angle. Shadow, repetitive mistakes, and it is costing the entire team those pointer of a lead. Oh my god! Wow! Love it when you see it. Neo from the Matrix, not Smurf, jumping around, jiggling his body, dodging all those bullets, and now it is gonna be a time to be reckoned. Punjabi Warriors winning it fair and square, and Zombies, they had a good score of 47. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah. Even like usually most of the AWGS matches that we've casted,
Mhm.
almost all of the matches would end up in a one-sided match with a huge,
Right.
ridiculous lead all the way up to like 10 or 20 kill lead, which goes all the way up to the final rounds. So yeah, once again, kudos to Team Zombies to handle that lead at least around 3 or 4 kills. There, of course, it always came down to
Mhm.
how well you can get those kills while not being traded out in the process. But all in all, we still had some issues, but hopefully most of it is resolved, and we did get to complete
Mhm.
our first match for the day for AWGS.
Yeah, those issues were coming through, right? And that was the only hindrance which was creating that chaos between these two teams. And now, when it's already resolved, it's all over. We know the conclusion. We have understood that which team has come or prevailed victorious against the other. So yeah, slowly and steadily they are building up the pace, and I'm hoping that moving forward, the next game we're not going to be facing similar kind of snags.
Wait, we're having snacks?
Snags,
Oh,
not
all right,
snakes.
snacks. When you said snacks, I was like, where snacks? We're actually having snacks. It's like
Yeah,
we're
it
in
is a
the age of
podcast, right?
2050. I mean, I know it's a podcast. It's just that I
Yeah.
had no clue that you'd be able to, send snacks through like digital transfer, if you know what I mean. Like I was wondering wait, is this 2050? Am I getting my snacks right away? But nah.
Yeah.
We still have a long ways to go, right? That's for sure.
I have a theory,
Okay.
just like how 3D printers are made for making all of those graphical designs or Rubik's Cube or whatever illustration that you want to make, it's going to
Hmm.
be a machine which is filled with all sort of flavors. And once you load in the thing
Hmm.
that you want, for example, chips or briskets or snacks, it's going to make the exact same thing and you can have it digitally.
Man, that would definitely be a good idea, though, Azara. But definitely, we just have to wait for that in the future. But right now, we'll just be taking a short little break, and we'll be right back with the next match that's going to happen in AWGS, folks. Don't go anywhere.
All right, folks, after a small little break, we are back once again with the 2v2 action of Valorant. And Baba Gasta, there have been some chit chats all across saying that these teams are going to be amazing. So, what do you think? Are they going to be?
I mean, we just have to find out, Ozara, because like I don't have that much of information regarding with most of the teams, but I can assure you, when it comes to a competition in AWGS, they will make sure to give the best competition that they'll ever give. That is for sure. I mean, not only it's not only because of the prize pool, it's just that the amount of competitions that we get to witness, especially in our nearby Dell exclusive stores. We always conduct this every Saturday. So you know for a fact that most of the gamers will be like, you know what? Monday to Friday, I've been, going to classes, completing my assignments. It is time for me to sit, relax,
Chill,
and have fun. And what better place could it be than to just compete in a Valorant 2v2 team deathmatch, or even an MK1 where you can just, participate, talk to others, and also have a lot of knowledge regarding with the latest products of Dell Alienware M16R2. Whether if it could be either a laptop, mouse, keyboard, or any other hardwares. Alienware Gaming Saturdays is really like a mini fest where you get to meet a lot of gamers, talk to them, and technically get to know more about the esports industry.
Well, that's the technicality part of the entire thing, right? But coming down to the actual part where you are going to get to enjoy, you're going to get to chill around in the vacation, think about, let's just go ahead and play some Valorant for some money. And this is the place, right? This is the place.
Yeah.
Alienware, Nvidia, well, you talk about the sponsors, you talk about the way they have already initiated things, and it's making things picture perfect, right, for us audiences as well, for us people, us gamers, to enjoy those kind of power packed games in a laptop, which can provide so much. The FPS, the resolution, the amount of hertz, the refresh rate, everything sublime. And that's what it is. Dell Alienware M16R2. That's the laptop if you want to go ahead and have that moments for yourselves to play the game and cherish it. Go ahead, guys. It's down there in the description as well. Click on it, tap on it, understand what you're getting into, and buy it.
Absolutely. But right now, you know what, let's just come back. We still have almost around 2 to 3 matches of Valorant team deathmatch 2v2 matchups to go. So we've already did get to witness the first matchup. Second and third, I definitely have high hopes for both the teams, so I wish them the best of luck. But also, don't forget, even if you end up losing the match, I just want to let you know that participation is important, and you guys competing and participating in the tournament means a lot to us, and of course the entire gaming community. So your participation means a lot, because not only would you get to play and experience, you'd also get some required experience that you could help yourself level up on understanding more about the game and perform even much more better in the next future competitions. So yeah, all in all,
True.
I have to say a really good a platform for most of the new and upcoming gamers to not only experience the game but also have a look at the next future products that are currently available. And maybe if you'd like to have your own systems in the near future, you can definitely have a really good products once you keep completing the tournaments and also focusing on the match.
Well, true. I mean, now that we have given the go green that we can go ahead and carry forward with our podcast, and yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It has been an amazing time. We have already spoken about some hot trending topics, the amount of tactics that you can go ahead and use and whatnot. But yeah, coming down to the golden, the brownie points, right? We were at this part where we all are forced to go ahead and play those weapons which we do not like in a 2v2. Rather than a 5v5, of course, we have that opportunity. We can go ahead with the credit system. You can buy those weapons. If you're too broke, then, well, don't buy anything. Classics are the way to go. Half shields, classic, run around, gun it. You will get all of those points that you need. But yeah, we are forced in 2v2 to go ahead and pick those weapons.
Yeah. I mean, you are forced to, because team deathmatch is basically a training ground, right? It's basically a training ground for most of the newcomers to understand the basic aspects of the game while not being pressured in the process, right? Because especially when you queue up a match on Valorant, you obviously have like three types of it. You have unrated, you have competitive, and of course the most highest competitive of all, the tournament mode, right, where you have to create a team. You need to communicate with your teammates. So obviously on certain occasions like unrated and competitive, solo queuing is always hell and back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to be very serious about it. Solo queue is always really difficult to play in any multiplayer matches, be it if it is Valorant or any other FPS games or any other games, including League of Legends too. I mean, League of Legends is also from Riot Games. So on certain games like this, it's either best to have a duo or a squad. But for a solo queue, in order to practice, yes, you have team deathmatch for you'd usually just focus on team deathmatch, practice some of your aims, practice some the movements, because and then afterwards, when you complete your team deathmatch, then you'd immediately go ahead and play competitive, right? So,
well, I believe, Abagasta, you have been blessed with a duo or a squad, but trust me, I have traveled the entire game. Okay, you haven't? All right, I feel you, man. But it's good to put the POV out there. Yes, solo plays always, man. I myself have enjoyed the solo times, whether I beat it with any other FPS title. My first ever game, which was CS itself, like it started from there, and we all were having a really good time. I myself, I used to go to gaming cafes. Like, these players are going ahead nearby Alienware gaming cafe, and they are enjoying their life out. They're enjoying the games, the FPS titles that they're playing. So yeah, there have been such kind of situations in my life, and right now also I don't have a duo. I go ahead, I launch the game of Valorant, I play a competitive game, I play to the point where I'm like amazing at it, and carrying the team and everything, depending upon the role I pick. That's the thing, the classifications, right? If you're going to take a support, then of course you have to support the entire team, not go ahead becoming battle sage and be like, I'm gonna just run past all of these players, kill them down, pew pew pew. No, it doesn't work like that. So you have to help your teammates out as well, give them the revival that they need. So yeah, I always fill in the shoes of an initiator. Gecko has been my forever favorite because of Wingman, because IRL I don't have a Wingman. So Wingman in game always makes me feel that that void is empty. It's nullified because of him. So yeah, Gecko being one of the agents that I select. Overall, I have had a really good experience in solos, but I believe that you have had a different experience altogether, Babagasta.
I mean, experience-wise, I would say that once again, 2v2 team deathmatch, you don't have to worry a lot when it comes to executing phase, planting the spike. Right. You have to worry about plant. You have to worry about retakes. There's none of that in 2v2 team deathmatch, right? So you can just casually don't worry about all that stuff and just focus on the mechanical parts of it. Yeah. Yes. When it comes to a competitive, I would say that playing solo, you always have mixed reactions. Like one match, you'd definitely
sure.
be having a good time because you'd be playing mostly like a duelist or most likely a controller. Usually, Clove is basically Reina
Yes,
2.0.
yes, yes.
Reina 2.0 is like Clove is a viable agent to play on solos. Like I kid you not. Like, but when you have an entire 5-man team and you need to stick with those certain roles, say like, yes, I'll be
Right.
playing as controller, I'll be playing as a sentinel. Omen's smoke needs to be on time when you're executing sites, and if you mess up the timings just a little bit, then you're going to have a lot of problems in the next future rounds because you have to endure those.
Right.
And playing Omen in solos is definitely difficult because you'd never know at what time the duelist would execute on the site in the first place. So you have to guess it, you need to predict it, you need to adapt to your teammates' play skills, and usually, you know exactly how it happens. Like solo is entirely random, so it usually ends up in an RNG basis. But for now, folks, let's just focus on the match at hand. It's up against Team Munato versus Team Pingo. May the best team win.
Pingu. Team Pingu.
Pingo.
This episode has been really good. Trust me. Pingu has been my favorite as well. Or I believe Pengu was the name, but it's very similar. It's a resemblance itself. And now I just want to understand what the entire thought process is. And the Stinger is definitely gonna sing the song of death. Baron has been taken down, and Reyna, good retaliation, but at the end, it's all about the respawn. It's all about how you can go ahead and execute. Positive mindset, just have a reset and play it again.
Yeah, it's really nice to see that both the teams are once again going accordingly with the trades. One on one, second it will be Baron, and just like that, Munato will have at least a 1-kill lead. But for Team Pingo, they are still. It's really interesting to see how well that they're going at this point.
Oh boy. Shotgun close range always will give you that boost. It'll give you that energy as well. And teams for now are soaring high with that energy. Pengu constantly being the menace to the society, and Baron, this is the positive point of picking Phoenix. You can heal yourself. You don't have to rely on a completely different agent altogether. All you have to do is trigger, just aim properly, get those shots on point. If you take a lot of damage, it's all right. You have your hot hands, heal yourself, and that's all right.
It's really interesting that on the first stage itself, you get to see Team Pingo playing very close range, so their optimal method was just playing nearby towards the stairs. And for Munato, they had no other choice but to contest it. They had at least flashes, but unfortunately that flash did not work because Baron also had a flash of his own as well. So taking a look at the scoreboard once again on stage 3, which has been opened up, Bulldogs and Guardians have opened up. 13 kills to Team Pingo and 6 kills, 7 for Munato with a wallbang with the Guardian.
Lovely. Just loving the enthusiasm. Cypher, I don't know why did he even go ahead and pick. I believe it's one of his favorite agents. That's the reason he has selected him. Tripfires, it's not going to help that much in this particular map, especially in this mode. But that aim game, the aim diff is definitely going to be on point. 13 to 11. From where we were looking at, it was 13 to 7 or 13 to 8. Things have changed so drastically. But there comes Gumba. First frag coming through. The second one was a flick of a wrist, but unfortunately that wrist has to stop, and Reyna will be the one prevailing victorious. Yet again, blindsided, Baron, he has to bite the dust.
I must wait a moment.
Yep, kills equalized. And looks like Team Munato are they've stolen the lead on stage 3, and they're continuing to dominate the
is a
final
parade.
stage itself. Yeah, Vandals and Phantoms are opened up in the final stage, so Team Pingu, they are trying their level best to try to hold themselves as best as possible, but it's once again they still got to worry about those trade-offs. 17 kills for Munato. It could be an 18. Reyna secures one more. control on mid, recovery orbs, and with that, full HP. Oh boy. Both of them, pushed in at the right time, securing that kill in the process. And I just realized this is the first time I'm actually seeing a Cypher in a team 2v2 team deathmatch. The cameras are definitely working out, giving them multiple amount of information, and you still have the neural theft as well. Just they'll be having a lot of information in this map itself, even though if it's small.
Yeah. It's a very peculiar pick, nonetheless. Cypher. What? Come on, Cypher. Come on. He's putting in his camera as well. Oh my lord. Talk about information. Getting the neural theft as well. Definitely got that double ping. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Once the players are stacked together, I don't think so you will even think about pushing them. For now, the right wing is compromised. Both the players lurking down, playing it very slow, not trying to give away anybody whatsoever. And if they do, then the score will keep bumping up. That's what they're worried about.
Yeah, for Munato, all they have to do is just play it safe. But for Team Pingu, time is of the essence. They still need to figure out a way to put themselves back on the lead. So the more time they waste, the more the chances they provide Munato with an important kill. Cypher misses one. Second, peeked away peeked away with a headshot in towards the Phantom. Shot from Reina, 24 kills. The lead still continues. And for Team Pingu, another day, another attempt.
My camera is destroyed.
The camera game is strong of the Cypher. Munato. Well, for sure, they are being the menace now. Earlier on, it was a good domination streak for Pingu. Now it's all gone. Poof, vanished. Baron still trying to go ahead and do something, some kind of moves of his own. But unfortunately, he is stuck in that corner. Jumping around, thinking about getting a frag or two. As his teammate rejoins. Reina, good flank angle, but 31 HP. Man, he fumbles. Gumbo, he has seen him. Will he capitalize? No, he couldn't. That was a good flash and a half. Perfect lead. Now Baron yet again trying to manage the entire fort on his own. But the moment I was about to complete that, he has already bid farewell.
And also, I do have to apologize for the viewers, though. There was a bit of a misinformation that I've given. Recovery Orb also recovers armor as well, folks. I just realized because I took a look at Phoenix's perspective, and when once he reached near the Recovery Orb, it was also recovering both the base HP as well as the armor as well. So, apologies for that, folks. But yeah, I mean, the more you know, right? The more you get to play the game, the more you realize that there are some certain, details that I have missed. But yeah, all the way, Munato with a total of 28 kills, Pingu with 20. Currently, we are pausing the match as of now. Maybe some sort of once again, they just have to change that controls again, maybe in their options. But all in all, I have to say this matchup that I'm looking at right now, it is heavily strategically based, though. I'm not gonna lie, like heavily. Like at the first and second stages, you get to see all the fights that are happening all the way towards the stairs. Of course, you always have the weapon upgrades of the shotguns, which definitely favored a lot for Team Pingu. But immediately, once stage 3 and stage 4 happened, in which most of the guns are preferred long range, right? Bulldogs, Phantoms, and Vandals are much more preferred in long range fights. Never really helpful in short range unless and until if you're using the Phantom. The Phantom is really great for short range, mainly because of its high fire rate. But all in all, once again, we just have to wait for the match to resume. Apparently, there's still a pause timer going in, and once the pause comes to an end, we'll be able to resume back the matchup. But yeah, all the way, it's a good selfie though. It's a good way to get yourself some good selfies. Although Baron is currently out of its frame, so it would be best to have like a group photo for this matchup though. Not gonna lie.
Gumber is thinking about something else. He wants to just do one thing, nail all of those shots on the opponents. That's pretty much it. Minato. Oh, now I get to see all of these names. Oh, nice. Big fan. Big anime fan. I myself have a screensaver of Minato. Yeah. There you go. Minato.
Damn.
Yep.
I
Minato.
actually I have a screenshot, but it's more of a different game.
What?
I just can't see anything.
Is that green? Oh, it's a panda. Is that a
No,
oh my god, it's white.
it's so white. Basically, my background is a flashlight. I mean,
Yeah.
the wallpaper background that I have right now,
It's
it's
green.
basically from a different game.
Oh.
It's from the Yakuza series. All right, I am a
Oh.
huge I'm a huge fan of the Yakuza series. So basically, I have two backgrounds of tattoos from both
Okay.
my favorite characters, Kiryu Kazuma and Goro Majima. So I have both of them. Like I
have
love it.
no idea what you just said, but okay, I believe the enthusiasm coming in from your end of the entire game.
Look,
Yakuza, I did hear about it a lot.
here's the thing.
Huh?
You like anime a lot. I like Yakuza series a lot. It's just that it's like it is what it is. It's just,
You're north
I don't
side,
want to say
I'm
this,
south
but
side, we are opposites. But okay, let's just bounce back in, man. We're having a lot of fun on desk, and I believe even the players are having the same amount of fun in game as well, except for the snags. And again, not snacks, snags. Yeah, because of the snags they are facing again and again. It's causing a lot of ruckus, but I believe it's soon gonna be sorted off. Oh boy, it's still not sorted.
Mhm.
2 minutes 39 seconds, and I can see the timer froze till now.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe we might have to resume back with our podcast stuffs again.
Oh yeah, can do. But the moment we spoke about that, it's all about the action now. It's all here. It's all
Yeah,
live.
all we have to do is jinx it. All we have to do is jinx it, Azura, and we got our match. See, Caster's
Yeah.
curse. You
Always
just
works.
outplay them.
People talk about 9-3 in the game of Valorant, but have you ever heard about the caster's curse? Guys, if you haven't, then man, it's a serious thing. You can Google it as well. I have made a special Wikipedia page for that.
Hmm. I mean, sooner or later that article would end up being an entire book, though. You'd be able to sell it.
My eyes are down.
Oh boy.
Because there's a lot of things that we still need to make research on, right? There's a lot of things where we haven't discovered the best things about in life. I mean, and also about the game as well.
Yeah.
Good attempts though with the classic alt shot. Unfortunately, it didn't connect. Cypher, on the other hand, will secure not only a headshot but also the operator as well, which would be powerful in long range fights. Gumbar, a minute and 21 seconds left for Team Pingu to put themselves back up on the lead. But unfortunately, with the amount of time left, it's going to be difficult for them since they have to get at least 6 or 7 kills back up in the lead. So.
3 souls.
Ouch. Hate it when you see that. Gumbo. And bringing the ultimate as well, but still not able to squeeze in that value. It definitely hurts him. And now, even if Team Pingu has thought about going ahead with the gear number 5, I believe it's too late. They have to somehow get those early knocks, get that early frag in order to capitalize. And that's what is not happening. Captivation is not going to work. Baron, why? Why would he do that? He thought his flash was sublime, but nope, it wasn't. Oh, teabag.
It's frowned upon, but he was basically he was trying to revive his teammate using a CPR, but unfortunately CPR feature is not present in a game like Valorant, so you just have to stick with spawning. So 39 kills, 12 seconds. I'm pretty sure that this matchup will go at the hands of Team Munato too. So congratulations for them to heading out towards the next phase, and for Team Pingo, just well played altogether.
Well played, man. GG's in chats. And that's how the entire cookie crumbled right in front of us. Pengu, they tried the level best, but unfortunately they could not do much there. I told, right? I mean, now they're thinking about going for the 5th gear when their car is already stalling at around, 25 kmph. So you cannot do that. You have to first make the base proper. You have to hit that 45s, 50s, and then go for the fifth gear, and then eventually to the next one. But yeah, you get the terminology, you can understand that. And to be honest, it was a good game.
Mhm. I mean, in the end, car goes vroom, you travel from place to place.
Yep.
All's well that ends well. But yeah, either ways, 2 matches completed in our matchup for AWGS, and looks like we will be ending the stream for now. Yes, we were I'm not gonna lie, we were looking we were trying to looking out for multiple matches as of now, but unfortunately we will we might have to conclude the stream for today. Apologies folks, but once again, huge shout out for Alienware and Nvidia GeForce RTX for sponsoring this event, and also the esports club for hosting it. Most of the products with Dell Alienware M16R2 are currently in sale. Make sure to check out most of the products in your nearby Dell exclusive store or at
That's
the link down in the description below. So before we leave, I still have a positive quote to end the stream. Live life to the fullest and focus on the positive. With that, we'll be ending off our stream. Thank you so much for watching. This is me, Baba Gusta, alongside our Zora and also our broadcaster, Doctor. And we will see you guys in the next Alienware Gaming Saturdays. Take care.